Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the show. I'm just glad to have you guys here on this June the 10th, a Thursday, 2021. Thank you for tuning in. Now, listen, I don't get out that much, really, but I went to the KFC yesterday, and now I'm going to tell you before the crisis started, just before the crisis started. I think it was $6.99 for the sandwich deal I like to get, $6.99. And so I went there mid-crisis a couple months ago, maybe 3 months, two months ago, and it was like $11.99 for the same thing. Went there yesterday, $14.99. I'm going to tell you what, it's almost seven. It's over double, more than double the price in like a little bit over a year. It's more than doubled the price of the exact same thing. And I think that this is the best barometer of inflation, is what you're paying for fast food, what you're paying at the grocery store, what you're paying for a piece of meat at the grocery store is your best gauge of inflation out there. And that really smacked me in the face yesterday. I said, yeah, this is what I was expecting. Maybe it's a bit more than I was expecting, to tell you the truth. Anyway, let's get in there and let's open up the charts right here and take a look at this. I've never seen anything like this before. The first European physical gold ATM opens in Prague in the Czech Republic. And you know what it is? A big machine. Of course, they've painted it gold color. And you put in your cash, and it'll give you, let me see here, it's actually a physical gold machine. It says buy gold on it, buy gold plus. It must have gold inside it. Now, there's one big problem with this that I see that should be obvious is, if they've got gold inside that machine, any amount of quantity, they're going to have to watch that machine like a hawk, or it might be criminal elements that might want to steal the gold out of it, But anyway, it's a physical gold dispensing machine, and you put your dollars in one side of it, and they come out the other side with a gold bar. There shows a gold bar coming out the slot. That's a 1 ounce gold bar, and evidently they can buy it in 3 different types of gold from it. They can buy a 1 gram or 10 gram, or they can buy a full ounce, which is roughly 32 grams, I believe, or 31 point something grams of gold, So that's quite the rig, if they put more of them. I can't see this really being all that successful. Because ultimately, in the end, the way they're going through gold now, where are they going to get the gold to feed the machine? They'll get lots of cash. Lots of people on the other end at a certain point are going to be coming in with cash, but the machine's going to be empty because they won't have the gold to put in it, ultimately, if they start putting in too many of these machines anyway. But it's a novelty right now. Let's take a look and see what's going on in the markets today. We're looking at the silver price at $27.84. It's up 11 cents on the day. Took a little. It's taking a little it's taking a little bounce there, but it's right in the middle of its range, a little bit on the high side of its range today, 27.84. But its range is a range that is set by the paper short contracts. This could break free to the upside anytime in the next, I don't know, in the next 3 months or so. I'm expecting it to start to move to the upside again. You notice how different the gold and silver markets are compared to the Bitcoin markets and cryptocurrency markets? How quick and how much volatility the cryptocurrency markets have, you can almost feel secure in your gold and silver as money that you can put money into, and you don't have to worry about it dropping by 50% overnight. You know what I mean? It's much more stable place that's out of the dollar to put your money is especially in. They say that they're out there and they say, oh, silver's so volatile, but I don't see it. It seems pretty darn stable to me. It's been staying around $27 for months. I don't see all this volatility in silver or gold. I see them as being much more stable place to have your money rather than cryptos. Now, if you like the volatility, if you like the idea that it could go up by 200% in a month, or it could go down by 100% or whatever, then that's great, But gold and silver seems to me to be an awful lot more stable at its price. But it takes a lot longer for the price to swing up. It swings up gradually, when it goes up. But it's getting ready, I think, to start moving up. And so let's take a look at gold today and see what gold's doing. Gold's at 1887. It's down 60 cents. It looks like it took a dip, but it looks like it bounced straight back. Now let's take a look at cryptocurrencies today. And they're starting to swing back up a little bit again. Bitcoin's back up to $37,000 from where it was. It was down around 30, 32, something like that. Now it's up to 37. Starting to. Maybe we've seen the last of the volatility to the downside in cryptos, but we're going to see that volatility to the downside, downwards pressure on silver. I wanted to mention this to you guys. We're going to see that downwards for the next until the 28th of this month, because the big bullion banks right now, they're trying to get out of their unallocated positions in the papers futures contracts market. So remember that, guys. So if you see a sudden move downwards in the price of silver, maybe a 40, 50 cents, don't be alarmed by it. It's just them trying to get out of their positions in the paper silvers market for the next little while, okay? Just wanted to mention that to you guys. There's some coins that we need to note here in the cryptocurrency space that I want you guys to take a close look at. One's Cardano. Once you take a close look at that, the next coin to take a good close look at is Chainlink. Take a good close look at Chainlink. Theta. Take a good close look at Theta. Take a good close look at Monero. That's another coin that you should probably be taking a close look at. Another close look at, and we're moving down the list here quite a ways, Another one I want you guys to take a close look at is Hashgraph, Hedera Hashgraph. Take a particularly close look at Hedera Hashgraph. This is a coin that should be on your watch list, because from what I hear, when they get the network fully established with Hedera Hashgraph, they're going to be capable of 1 million transactions every second. That can take care of the whole world. And yeah, buy a cup of coffee with it. It has the potential. It's the first coin yet that's had the potential to cover the whole world and be used in even in microtransactions. It's the first coin yet that's had that potential. It's the fastest of all the coins. Nothing even comes close. In fact, different big guys like MasterCard and Visa and stuff are taking a close look at Hedera Hashgraph, and from what I understand is they're interested in the technology to use in their own to get their transactions per second speed up, and cost per transaction. Hedera Hashgraph beats everything. It even beats nothing is as cheap to transmit across the internet as Hedera Hashgraph. There's nothing else out there that's as cheap. So really keep your eye on Hedera Hashgraph. And they're awful cheap right now. They're really underpriced, It has a lot of potential is basically what I'm saying to you guys. But those are coins that you should be keeping your eye on right now. Of course, the Ethereum price is awfully high. Let's take a look now at the Dow Jones. The Dow Jones is up 44 points on the day at 34,492. just can't seem to get much above that 35,000 mark. This is why I think the market's pretty much topped until we get more inflation-causing stimulus, fiscal type stimulus, and people, extra money's floating around the system start coming into the stock market. In other words, until we start getting into the hyperinflation, I expect the stock market's almost like it's peaked or whatever. Here we go. Let's take a look at crude oil. 70.33 today. It's down. It's up, I should say, 0.37 cents or 0.53%. Like I say, we're on our way to 80 bucks, and this is another big signal for inflation. Move index, 52.84. We've taken a little jump in the move index. It was in the 40s, so it's in the 50s. But it's nothing serious, not yet. Not until the move index gets like over 80, then you need to really pay attention to it. Bonds and rates today, we're looking at rising yields, but it's very insignificant. It's not even it's over 1 basis point on the 30-year. But we're looking at a US 10-year at 1.496. So it's broken down below 150 on the US 10-year. Now let's take a look at the US dollar index, and the dollar's moving down today. It's at 90.10, the US dollar index today. Thank you guys for listening to my show. Like and subscribe. We'll catch you guys in the very next episode. Bye-bye.